Hey everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Thursday's Whizbits Random Topics. Now, today I wanted to highlight a few games that I would absolutely love to see coming from arcade publisher Taito to the Evercade in the near future. Now, the reason I'm able to do this video is because we have got confirmation of Taito releasing cartridges on the Evercade later this year, something that people have been wanting for a long time. So with that in my mind, it opens up a world of possibilities. So today I'm just going to have a look at 5 games that I would absolutely love to see from the publisher come over to the Evercade itself. Now, these are all arcade games. A couple of them are a little bit more obscure maybe than you would expect, but the reason for that is I think that's the beauty of the Evercade itself. Whenever they do get these kind of licenses from publishers, they do tend to go with a couple of the high-end games and a couple of the more obscure ones. Now, whether or not that's for financial reasons, I don't know, but I don't care either, because I think it works out really well. I think personally that's one of the charms of the Evercade, is you get to play games that you know and love and can reminisce upon, but also discover stuff that you just wasn't aware was out there. So just before we start the video, just to let you guys know, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do from as little as 99 pence a month. A link will be in the bio description below. But for now, let's have a look at 5 games that me personally would love to see on the Evercade from Taito. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Let me know some of the games that you would like to see as well.
Thunderbolt.
Right, so first on the list is the sequel to Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt. Now, this one, I can't recall if it went down as well as Operation Wolf. And the reason I say that is because Operation Wolf was kind of a bit of a big deal when it came out. Not many games, if any, had that kind of standalone gun where you could sit and shoot. Yeah, there was some, but nothing that had the realism that Operation Wolf brought to the arcades itself. Now, Operation Thunderbolt does pretty much the same thing, a couple of tweaks here and there, and it's still a great game. And the chances of this game coming to the system, in my opinion, are extremely high, considering we have got Operation Wolf already confirmed. I would love to see this one. I think we need more games like this on the system. I'd love to see how they play as well now that we have confirmed mouse support on the Evercade. So I personally will be checking it out on Operation Wolf to see how that works. If it works well, let's hope that this one ends up on the system and we also get to use that option with Operation Thunderbolt. Now, Chase HQ is an absolute arcade classic with so many great quotes from your assistant driver, your passenger, shall we say. Unique gameplay for the time as well. It went down in history as one of the greatest arcade cabinets of all time, in my opinion. Now, it was ported to everything back in the day: home computers, various 8-bit consoles, and a couple of 16-bit ones as well. And I would love to see the arcade original touchdown on the Evercade in 2025 or at the latest 2026. I think this gameplay lends itself very well to the system. It's arcade based and it will go very, very well in the Evercade Alphas if you've got one. That's kind of what they're aiming for with the Evercade Alphas. So yeah, let's hope Chase HQ does hit the Evercade at some point in the near future. I'm a big fan of the arcade machine. Played it loads, got absolutely nowhere as a kid. So yeah, I would love the opportunity to play this on the Evercade, spamming those save states and hopefully completing the game for the first time. Chase HQ, Evercade, make it happen.
Okay. You're under arrest on suspicion of first-degree murder.
So here is the first of what I would call an obscure game, one that not really everyone knows from Taito, and that is Arabian Magic. Now, I've only ever played this via MAME. I've never actually seen it in any arcade, not as a child, never actually, not even any retro arcades that I've visited ever since. And I've enjoyed it on MAME, and it'd be the sort of game that I would quite like to own on a cartridge. It's a pretty good beat 'em up. It's one of the latter games from Konami in this kind of range. And like I say, I don't know if this was a real success for Konami because it's not spoken about a great deal within the retro community on YouTube. If you search, you'll see a few videos, of course. Everyone picks up something, but it's not one of those go-to games. It's not in the top 5 that you would say, name me 5 Konami arcade games. Now, I understand that it might not be in the top 5 best games the company's ever released. It's a really, really good game nevertheless, and one that I hope to see on the Evercade at some point very soon. I love beat 'em up games. This one definitely is my cup of tea, shall we say, and yeah, I hope to play it. I remember it being multiplayer as well, which is always a great thing. Sit down, play with the friends, beat 'em up. You can't get any better than that. Arabian Magic. Again, Blaze, get this one done. Now, Ninja Warriors is one of the 80s iconic games, not just for the actual gameplay itself, not just for the fantastic soundtrack, Daddy Mulk for the win, but also the cabinet itself. It was quite unique at the time, and it had that sort of widescreen monitor, you know, so it had a lot going on. And yeah, it was just one of those games that really did cause a big crowd to stand around it in any sort of seaside amusement or arcade you was at back in the day. Now, we're all talking pre-Street Fighter, because a lot of these games sort of lost their luster once Street Fighter 2 and one-on-one fighting games kind of took over the arcades for a period of time. But Ninja Warriors, although it is quite slow-paced and really it is sort of Kung Fu Master just dressed up a little bit, I still love it. I think it's a great game, and the accompanying soundtrack, like I say, one of my favourite soundtracks of all time. If you're a regular and you watch my Game Hunt videos, you'll hear me playing this particular music in the background fairly often. So my last memory of this, other than playing it on MAME and in the arcade, was playing the 8-bit conversions on my Amstrad and Commodore 64, and they weren't too good. So I'd like to relive their memories on the Evercade as soon as possible. So hopefully Blaze get this one done. I don't think it'll be a huge problem. Possibly with the music itself, because I know that the Daddy Mulk soundtrack is a bit of a big deal when people play that out at concerts. But yeah, come on, it can't be too difficult. Blaze, make this one happen. This one's iconic and it needs to have its own cartridge. Now, admittedly, Crime City is one that I have spoken about in a previous Evercade video about games that I would like to see come to the Evercade. Now, whilst nothing has changed, I would still like to see it. The reason I am including it today is because we've got the confirmation of Taito releasing games. I think this one has got a really strong chance. It's quite obscure, and I don't think it'll take that much business to get the deal done between Taito and Blaze. I don't think this is going to be a difficult one, but this one is a really underrated game. Just take a look at it. I think it's a great game. It's very symbolic of the 90s arcades, and maybe it came out a tad too late and this game was a little bit passé at the time. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I remember seeing it in a few local video shops to where I lived, and I played it and really enjoyed the game. I've fired it up on MAME ever since, and I've really enjoyed it, completed it, and I would love to own a cartridge-based version of Crime City. So yeah, this is my 5th and final game in today's list. Although, you know what, I could make a ton of videos. All you've got to do is look through Taito's arcade history, and there's a reason they're known as one of the legends, one of the greatest arcade-based companies of all time. You just got to look at what they've got in the library to see that this could be a really fruitful partnership for Blaze and Taito, and more so Evercade owners and Evercade fans. Now, I'm hoping that this one gets a release. I think this is, like I said, a really underrated game. I love these kind of games. You sort of run and gun with platform elements. They were sort of staple in the 90s of the arcades for me. So there you have it, guys. That is 5 games that I would like to see from Taito on the Evercade in the near future. Let me know what you think of my choices, whether or not you think the chances of those coming to the system is high, whether there's absolutely no chance. You might know something that I don't. But I'd also love to know your thoughts as well on what you would love to see come to the system from this particular publisher. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching the video. It's much appreciated. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we have got memberships from as little as 99 pence in the video link below if you would like to support the channel. We've also got a Facebook group that's growing. There'll be a link in there as well. So come over and join us. Always welcome. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care for now.